All right, guys, welcome to day 3 of fractions. Today we're going to talk about unit fractions and how you can divide things only evenly into equal parts. But before we do the lesson, we're going to do a review word problem from yesterday. So it says, Raikou had a candy bar that was cut into 6 pieces. He ate 2 of the pieces of candy bar. What fraction of the candy bar is left? So let's find all of the important parts that we need from the sentence. I'm going to highlight what we need, if I can find my highlighter. Okay. So it's cut into 6 pieces, and he ate 2 pieces of the candy bar. What fraction is left? So I'm going to draw a candy bar. So I'm just going to draw a rectangle. It's not a very good rectangle. And split it into 6 pieces. And remember, they're supposed to be equal, but when you draw things, sometimes it's not perfect. So there are my 6 pieces that are kind of equal, but not really. Then it says he ate 2 pieces. So I'm going to color in the 2 pieces that he ate. So then it says what fraction of the candy bar is left. So I am counting the pieces that aren't colored in because that's the part that's still there. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces left out of how many total pieces were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 out of 6 pieces left. Okay, so that is the word problem for the day. Now, let's do this one first. Here are example and non-examples of fractions. Ooh, let me get back up so you can see the whole page, sort of. So an example is this snail's shell is equally shared in 4 parts. So all of these pieces are same size. A non-example is this snail shell down here. The circle does not have equal shares. So this piece is a whole lot bigger than this piece, and this piece is bigger than this piece. So not all the pieces are the same size. So this is not a fraction. This is a fraction. This fraction shows 3/4 of his shell are colored in. Now today we're talking about unit fractions. So unit fractions have a 1 as the numerator. So remember, the numerator is the top number. And the bottom number, the denominator, names the whole. So there's 1 as the numerator, and it names 1 equal part of the whole. So this octagon has 1 piece out of 8. So this is the unit fraction, 1/8. In your baggies, let me go get my baggie, you have a set of unit fractions. So I'll show you your unit fraction bag. So you should have had a baggie of stuff to help with math. And these little colored pieces of paper with the numbers on them are unit fractions. Some of yours weren't cut apart, so you need to cut them all apart into the different pieces so that you have all of your unit fractions. So here is the whole, so 1 whole. And then all of your unit fractions make up a whole. So I have 1/2 is a unit fraction. So here's 1 unit fraction of that, so 1 piece out of the 2 total pieces, so that would be the whole. I have 1/3 the unit fraction out of all 3 fourths. So one of these little pieces of paper, this is a unit fraction. So if I put 3 together, I have 1, 2, 3 fourths. So you can make bigger fractions using your unit fractions. Then you have fifths that are green. And I made them like this because in our classroom, which we never got to use, there are fraction boards made out of plastic pieces that are the same colors as the pieces that you have. So if you use them in 4th grade, they will look similar to what I sent home with you. So then there's the 1/6 unit fraction. Then we have the 1/8, which is hard to see because it's a dark blue. I should have one more. There we go. 10s. There's also 7s and 9ths, but we don't use those as often, so I did not make them for you. Then you have your 10ths, which you can't see, but I will move the camera in a minute. Whoops, oh man. Okay, I'm not gonna fix it perfectly, but you get the idea. And then you have 12ths. So there is the bottom. So this, and this are all unit fractions. So one piece, it has a 1 as the numerator and the total number of pieces as the denominator. So here are all your unit fractions. And if you notice, the bigger the denominator, the smaller the pieces. So if I cut a piece of pizza in half, then the 2 pieces of pizza that I have left are huge, right? But if I cut it into thirds, the pieces are going to be a little smaller, fourths are going to be a little smaller, fifths are going to be smaller, sixths are going to be a little smaller than that, eighths are going to be a little smaller, then tenths, then 12ths. So as the denominator gets higher, the number of pieces are greater, which means that each part of the whole is going to be smaller. So if you have to share with somebody, sharing with one person is going to give you more than sharing with 12 people. Okay? Now we're going to do a game to sort the pictures. So I have 2 pictures. So a circle has 2 equal parts. So which one of these has 2 equal parts? This one or this one? Hopefully you said that one. So those 2 are the equal circles. Then I have a rhombus. And a rhombus should have 4 equal parts. So which rhombus has 4 parts that are the same size? This one or this one? This one, all of the squares, I guess they're not really squares, are the same size. So this one is a fraction, the other one is not because it's not equal parts. Then I have triangles split into 3 parts. So which triangle has 3 equal parts? This one or this one? hopefully you picked this one because those three, if I cut out this triangle, each of those pieces is the same size. Then I have a hexagon with 6 equal parts. So which one of these hexagons is split into equal parts? The first one or the second one? I feel like I'm at the eye doctor. Is it number 1 or number 2? This one has 6 triangles that are the same size. So this one is a hexagon split into fractions. Pentagon, 5 equal parts. Which one of these is 5 equal parts? The first one or the second one? And it should be the second one because the triangles are all the same size. Then I have the last one, a square split into 8 equal parts. So is this one or this one split into equal parts? It would be the first one. All of these pieces are the same size, okay? So that is the one activity for today. Then we need to do our notebook page. So for the notebook page, you need this. It should say unit fractions at the top and have flaps. So then you need to glue these flaps in. And pause the video while you glue the flaps in. And then we will fill out the page together. All right, so we are gonna show unit fractions on this page. So you might wanna get out a crayon or a colored pencil or a marker to color in the fractions. That way it's faster than using your pencil. But you're gonna color in one of the parts. So on your hexagon, color in one unit fraction, like this. And then underneath, we're gonna write how many parts there are. So how many triangles are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's 6 equal parts. And then the unit fraction looks like this, 1/6, because I have 1 out of the 6 colored in. So that's what you're gonna write under the flap. Then the next one is a square, so color in one part of the square. And then count the total number of parts. So how many parts is it split into? 1, 2, 3, 4. So underneath we're gonna write 4 equal parts. And then the unit fraction would be 1 part over the 4 total. Then for the triangle, you're gonna color in 1/2 of it. And so then how many parts are there? 1, 2. So you're gonna write 2 equal parts. And the unit fraction would be 1/2. Now, pause the video and do these ones by yourself, and then play the video again, and we'll go through them all together, okay? So the next one is trapezoid. And it's split into 1, 2, 3 equal parts. which means the unit fraction is 1/3. The next one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts. So 8 equal parts. Which means the unit fraction would be 1/8. The next one is a rectangle. And it is split 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 equal parts. So the unit fraction would be 1/6, 1/6. Then we have a rectangle again. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So 4, oops, that's a weird 4. 4 equal parts. And then the unit fraction would be 1/4. Now, I know, like, it seems silly, but we're writing equal for each of them because it is only a fraction if it's equal parts. Think about this page where this guy is not an equal fraction because each part is not the same size. Then let's do this one. And there are 2 equal parts. Which would be 1/2. And the very last one oh my gosh. So here you have 1, 2, 3 equal parts. And the unit fraction would be 1/3. Okay, so there are all of your fractions with the unit fractions written in there. I will post this on the work page so that you can check your answers. And then the last thing you're doing today is the lunchtime shenanigans activity. So for that, you need a couple pages. You need this first page, the questions, which should be on a page like this, and then a page to write all your answers on. And now let me get that ready and I'll explain it to you in 1 second. After I make sure it's all in the camera. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna look at the different lunches that people ate. So here are the lunches and here are the clues. So you're gonna read one of the stories and decide which one of these she ate. So the first one says, Sahara and her 5 friends ate a cookie cake together. Sarah ate the missing piece. What fraction of the cookie did Sarah eat? So I'm going to highlight what I need to know to find the answer. So Sarah and her 5 friends, and she ate the missing piece. So what, oh, you can't see that, fraction of the cookie cake did Sarah eat? Or Sahara, sorry. So on my recording sheet, first I'm going to put my name. Then I'm going to put the name of whoever is in the story. So this first one is Sahara. And then I'm going to find the cookie cake. So Sarah, 1 plus 5 is 6. So I need to find the picture of cookie cake that's split into 5 pieces. So there's a cookie cake here and a cookie cake here. This one, I mean not 5 pieces, 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one's the cookie cake they ate. What fraction of the cookie cake did Sahara eat? So out of the cookie cake, how much is missing? 1 piece out of the 6 total pieces. So then I wrote the fraction 1 out of 6. So she ate 1/6 of the cookie cake. Then you go to the next person. Stephen bought candy cane pie for dessert. It was divided into 4 equal parts. His friends ate all but the piece they left for him. What fraction of the pie did Stephen eat? Or Stephen? I don't know what his name is. So Stephen and a candy cane pie. And it's divided into 4 equal parts. His friends ate all but the piece they left for him. What fraction of the pie did Stephen eat? So over here, I'm going to find the candy cane pie that's split into 4 parts. So there's 1 down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is the pie that's split into 4 parts. Then it says his friends ate all but the piece they left for him. So they ate these 3 pieces. So how much did Stephen eat? So how much of the pie is left for him? There's 1 piece out of the total what? 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1/4. And we need to put his name. Then you're going to keep going. Answer the rest of these on this page and use this page to help you. And that is what you're doing for math today. I will see you tomorrow for next lesson.